welcome back, Challenging Classics everyone. So you joined us, it's a hive of activity here at Challenging Classics headquarters, Porsche division, where you see the Porsche outside, and today we're going to be building out of all of these pallets that are dotted around the front of the garage and inside the garage an engine stand, or an engine assembly stand as such. You can see we've got various bits laying around. The back of the garage is going to be turned into an assembly unit, so the idea is that we have a big pallet along here. I can then still bring the Porsche in, park it up there, so that when I'm working on it I can just roll it back a bit. It gives me quite a nice big area here. I'm going to start cleaning up a lot of this stuff this week as well. Parts are being ordered, crankshaft shells, piston shells, all sorts of good stuff like that. So what I'm going to do now is put this on time lapse, and you can watch me try and build this. No plans, I'm just going to go with the flow, try and get a good working height. This is probably going to be the height I'm going to go at, which is probably a metre high. I think that is a metre. Got the pallets off of a friend I know. Just loaded up the car and off we went. And the car they were loaded into is one that I'm going to introduce to you soon. Let's just say it's well liked by Jeremy Clarkson and Harry Metcalf, so stay tuned for some videos on that. Anyway, here we go. Okay, little interlude. Well, as you can see, that's the start of it. Managed to create a bit of space. All the crates are out. Now I've got to decide what I'm going to do on the front here. So I'm probably going to put another pallet across here, and then maybe brace it underneath. It just does seem a little bit too wide, but according to my measurements that should be fine. 1 meter 20 that is, and I've actually got 140 to play with. So yeah, I'm going to put it all in and we're going to see what happens. It may be that you may see me in 10 minutes time sawing all that lot off. There's still plenty of room to build the engine on there, and I'm going to try and get some kind of turntable thing built on there as well, which is going to help us. So yeah, clear some space, roll the Porsche in, see how far we get to the front of the pallet. Okay, so all good things sometimes go a little awry. We are up to, well, I thought 120 centimetres is. I've obviously misjudged it from the back of the old gym frame there. I think I've measured from that instead of measuring a couple of centimetres in front. So yeah, we just pushed it in, as you would have seen, and we got overhang in by, what's that, 15, 20 centimetres. So I'm going to roll it out. I'm going to chop off the front of those pallets. That should be enough then. We've got enough there anyway. I mean, you can see the stuff we've got on the back up here already. The I don't need a massive work surface to begin with, so I'm probably going to chop it about here. Seem the sensible place. Leave them in front, and then maybe put a board across here as well. So yeah, let's reel it out. Move some of this so we don't get sawdust everywhere, and get sawing. Well, that was fun. Not. It's off. Anyway, got them all off. So, clean up, roll in again, and let's see what happens this time. Okay, welcome back. Challenging Classics. Where are we now? So, it's out. The assembly stand is built. I've got a few more things to do, so I'm going to probably put it on rollers, I think, maybe. I'm going to take the rollers that are currently got the gearbox sitting on it, and I'm going to put them underneath there, make it a bit more mobile, and I'm going to reinforce under here as well, and probably put another layer on here, and then fill in the gaps on the top of the pallet. But yeah, I think it's going to be okay. I want to get the gearbox down there, so that's out of the way, and then just start putting stuff into my newly found blue tray over there, which is going to act as a cleaning tray. So I'm going to put my engine degreaser and stuff in there, just a load of gunk from there, and I've got myself a load of little rods as well. So I can just start cleaning. I'm going to do the outside first. I'm not going to go mad because I don't want to. I don't know. I don't want to cause any damage, basically. Watched a few videos on what you can and what you can't clean, but yeah, it's the outside that's the main problem, as you can see here. It's yeah, just a bit of a mess. Just needs a good old clean up, and particularly all the parts that go on the top of the engine. Just want to get it looking semi-respectable. I've got a new one coming in the post, one of these, where that snapped off. That's where the IMS shaft goes. That got snapped off, and yeah, so let's crack on, get stuff moving. Okay, as you can see from that, lots of putting wheels on and taking them off again. I've had a bit of a redesign. What I've done is use what was the back, which you can see there is now the top, and I put the wheels back on, which were the front. So that is the old front down there where the wheels are. It was just too high, basically, and what I have done, unfortunately, is the wind has caught the camera and blown it backwards. I've now got a dirty, great big crack in the rear screen as I'm looking at this. So yeah, not ideal at all. But let's carry on. Brace underneath and get it all put away for the evening, then we can carry on. Right, it's all back together, and it is movable as well. Next job is to get this cleaned up, courtesy of this. So, I shall now go and try and fix the back of this camera with a new screen protector. I think it's actually cracked it, but the lens seems to work okay, so we'll just have to see. But yeah, there we go. Now, will it go back in? Okay everyone, thanks for watching the video. A little bit different, but we've now got a nice base to do some cleaning of all the engine parts. If you liked the video, then please like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. There's lots more to come. Cheerio for now.